So that's Preston Castle. Date is April 27, 2018. Here in Aya, California. We have for the Veterans Parade down in downtown Aya. Pardon? Oh, it's a video camera. It takes 360 of the entire area. Yeah. Let's go on. Hi there. What time is the next tour?
Have you signed in for it?
Oh, checked in earlier at the gate. I think she said 1 something.
Yeah, it's at 1.
Oh, okay.
And then what you would do is you go through this door where it says tours.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
So, what we have here is 120 years. Okay, it's been 120 years. So it's part of Amador County. Here we got a class of 1895. Goes over here. So you can see the top row is holding baseball bat, baseball uniform. I think this is the main uniform we have. Here we have some old video cameras, film projector, Polaroid, projection lamp, vintage photo published in 1923, and a couple of portraits back in the early years when this place was active during the time.
What is that?
Oh, video camera.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. It takes video of like the entire area instead of just one area.
Cool. Never seen such a thing.
So we got vintage iron, pictures, hospital ward, the band, farmlands, shoe shop, bakery. Here's a little bit of history about the Cornerstone main building. Okay. Whoa. They got people came from St. Quentin. Baseball glove, baseball bats. We got some trophies. That's a big basketball. Wow. Typewriters. That's about the center. Here we got the theater room. So, like all the historical landmarks, they have a particular area where you sit down in this section and just watch the film for a few minutes and go on your tour. So the lady mentioned it starts at 1, so I'm just waiting for the tour to start. What is Preston Castle? An 1890, 230-acre parcel land where Preston now stands, purchased from Iron, Coal, and Mineral Company, $30 per acre, 100 acres. Imprisoning juvenile offenders. So.
Yes. That's good stuff.
Are you on the one to talk to?
Yes.
Oh.
Welcome safe. Nice, they got a vintage safe. haven't seen this design before. I've seen one in San Francisco, but not with the... Sandstone used in the building of Preston Castle. There's a little bit more history about it. By bricks. Vintage luggage compartment. Singer, sewing machine kit. This one is rifles. Handcuffs. More pictures. What else? Some books. Rainford was sent to school for 4 years for taking $1 from his aunt. That's pretty steep punishment. 4 years for $1. Well, back then $1 is a lot of money. Preston School, first school bus. That's could be the admin's office.
Take you anywhere it's not safe. There are a lot of stairs, so just take your time. If you need help, let me know. I'll help you as much as I can. Okay? So if there's no other questions, let's go. Oh, one thing. If you do have a question at any time, don't hesitate to ask me right away, because I don't want you to walk down the hallway and say, oh, I had a question back there, but I forgot about it. Okay? Ask me right away. All right? Yeah, with my shilling and rolling for my problem. For me? Yeah, yeah.
It's different to look at that.
As you can see, there's a little devastation, a lot of damage. What you'll see is the walls. They took all the wainscoting off the walls. They stripped the wallpaper. The fire extinguishers. They took some of the nozzles. Some of their hoses are still here. They're intact. We have a few that are not. They have taken those. Everybody thinks these are metal wheels on these old fire extinguishers. They're wooden. These old style fire extinguishers are a very hot interior decorator item. We've had offers as high as $400 a piece for one of them. If I could sell anything, it would be the steam radiators that are laying around and the old bathtubs that we have, the old barefoot, bear claw tubs that weigh about 400 pounds a piece. The third floor has got about 60 of them on there now. But we're not allowed to sell any of that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, what the damage you see in the rooms is from water damage. When the state took the slate roof off the building and sold it, they forgot to put a roof back on it. The building sat vacant for 22 years without a roof. And back then is when it rained in California. Okay? All the damage you see is all caused from water, dry rot. We now have 2 roofs on it. Starting in 2001, this foundation took over. And we now own this building out there. We acquired the deed in February 2014. The state does not own this. We own it. We own the castle, the the visitor center and the colonial and 14 surrounding acres. All those buildings that you see when you came up that driveway, once you hit the new blacktop, that is our property. We own all that. We just paved the driveway this week. They'll stripe it during the week. All the money we get goes right back into this building. And believe me, it's like a big hole in the ground. Okay? Yes, sir.
So is the goal to restore it back to its
The goal is to possibly get a developer to come in partnership. But to be honest with you, everything's got to be brought back up to code. And it's going to take, they estimate 15, I estimate 25 or more. You know, they talked about turning it into a bread and breakfast, but it's a historical building. It's been on the historical landmark since 1975. You know, so I'll never see it in my lifetime. I'm 68 now, it'll never, you know. We're just trying to keep it from falling down, basically, is what we're trying to do now. Any other questions?
Yeah, the wainscoting, where did it go? Was it vandalism?
Well, no, when they decided to close the building down, the state did, say you and your husband worked here. Come on up, take whatever you want, tell your neighbors, tell your friends. That's what happened. They say a lot of the materials went to other buildings in the state, you know, parks and that. I believe some of that, but the rest of it, it's in people's homes. Okay? There's 43 fireplaces throughout the castle. They all had hand-carved rosewood mantles. They don't have that many buildings around here in California with fireplaces in them, in state parks and that. Those went to people's houses. All the banisters were all solid oak handrails. They're gone. Everything's gone. Firehouse Restaurant. Any of you been there? That spiral staircase that you saw there?
Yeah.
That's how we got to the bell tower. To get to the bell tower now, we've got a ladder. You climb up a ladder, and then you grab a rope and pull yourself up. They won't give it back.
They won't give it back.
They won't give it back. We've had our attorney write numerous letters, and their answers are always, you said we could have it, and we're not giving it back. They had to take it apart to get it out of here. So, that's it.
How tall are the ceilings?
You know, that's a good question. I threatened to bring a tape. I couldn't tell you. They are tall. The castle's 148 feet tall. It's 44,000 square feet. Believe it or not, it has 256 windows in it. There's 77 rooms, and there's 43 fireplaces in it. I would say, I'm going to guess 20, 22 maybe.
Yeah, I think they're
You know? What do you think, Leanne?
I think they're about 20.
About 20? Like I said, I've threatened for 12 years to bring a tape measure with me. I live right here in town. I got one in my truck, but I don't know. But I'll tell you what, next tour I do, I will have that answer. I will have that answer. Any other questions? The reason why we don't want you to lean up against the walls, first of all, is because you saw in the video the nails, okay? Second of all, these little black dots you see everywhere, this building is full of bats. And when bats go to the bathroom, they don't care where they go. So I don't want you to go home today and you've got bat crap all over your clothes. Okay, so don't lean on them. You can see in this building, in this room here, there's a lot of droppings everywhere. Last year I had a lady wanted to donate 25 cats to us. And I said, man, why do I need a cat in here? She goes, well, you got a mouse problem and a rat problem. I said, well, no. I said, those are bats. She went right out that door you came in at. She left. She couldn't stand it, you know. You don't see any during the day, but trust me, if you're in here at night or outside, you will. If you look straight up in the ceiling, you'll see a red dot that I have. These are actually done in place. The plasterers that did all the lather work, the lath and plaster in here, actually did these by hand. They put enough plaster up there, they worked it with their fingers and whatever tools they had to create this particular design. This design is on the first floor. There's a different design on the second and a different design on the third. Some people, when they try to steal stuff out of here, or I should take stuff, they did get some ladders and broke off a couple pieces. But you can now buy similar items like that at Home Depot. But these are done right in place. They did the design here. They did the designs in the archways in here. These guys were really clever for construction workers back then in the days. And remember, no power tools. All by hand. This is the original